A very good morning, ETH Standard. Today, I am going to discuss Block 1. So, open your content book, your notebook, your worksheet so that you can match your answers. Need not to change the answers till they are wrong. You can only listen, match it, and this is the discussion to get the idea how your answers should be. Got it? If really it is needed, then only change your answers. Otherwise, use your own words to write down the answers. And I'm not going to discuss each and every question for you because you are old enough to solve the question answers by your own. In the questions, I feel that you may feel some problem, only those questions are discussed here. So get ready, and here comes your practice questions. First question, true false you can do. Features of Renaissance, second question, that also you can do. Now the third, would you agree that the revival of trade affected the rise of Renaissance humanism? Give reason. Yes, I think the revival of trade affected the rise of humanism. The reason, first of all, the revival of trade with Byzantine Empire. City-states such as Genoa, Venice, and Florence began to flourish. So, traders very frequently they started trade with these places. When Turks captured Constantinople in 1453, scholars fled to Italy, bringing ancient manuscripts with them. These texts provided a whole new views to the world, and soon the Renaissance scholar moved away from the thinking of the church towards new ways of thinking. And in that, they stress more on human life. Got it? Now come to the next. Question number fourth and fifth, that those questions you can do by your own. Now come to the question number six. In what ways are the progress of Renaissance literature and progress of science during Renaissance interconnected? It means how literature and science during the Renaissance interconnected. So as you know that education became an important thing during the Renaissance because it was the main way in which humanist thought was spread in society. In literature, there was a shift towards regional languages. This meant that more people were able to read the Renaissance literature, which further helped to spread humanist thought. Finding new literature also helped in the development of science. It was due to the hunt for Greek and Roman literature that the writings of ancient authors on medicine, natural science, mathematics, astronomy, anatomy, and the chemistry became available and helped with new scientific discoveries. Now come to the next question number 7. Give two examples. Renaissance painter and sculpture, Renaissance architects. Those you can write. What were the influences for the new buildings built during the Renaissance period? It means earlier the buildings were very simple. Now, what were the things that affect to build the new buildings that you need to write? Why are the Renaissance painting and sculpture considered to be an expression of Renaissance humanism? The high Renaissance painters managed to make more realistic paintings using light and shadow. If we compare Raphael's painting to those by Giotto and Meister von Nerezi, we see dark and light parts of the painting that make it look three-dimensional, even though it is painted on the flat surface. So it means that they were showing the real image They were more realistic, and each small details such as folds in the clothes and lights we can see in these pictures. Got it? Now, did the Renaissance play an important role in the age of discovery? Give reason for your answer. The Renaissance contributed to the age of discovery. The spirit of scientific inquiry led many to ask questions about the world about around them rather than blindly believing what the church said about the world. People now wished to launch explorations to find out more about unknown regions. Moreover, the knowledge that had been gathered during this period and the scientific developments that had taken place allowed for voyages of discovery to be made more safely and effectively with better chances of success. Now, the additional question, correct the incorrect statement that you can do using regional language that I discussed. You can write by your own. Name one scientific development of Renaissance that you can consider most important. So, accordingly, it is your own opinion. You can write your own answer. Who were the most famous architects of Renaissance period? That also you can write. Do you think Renaissance sculpture represent the ideals of humanism? Give reason for your answers. Ideals of humanism. Yes, they represent the ideals of humanism as the Renaissance sculptures had become extremely realistic. Got it? Would the voyages of discovery had been successful without the Renaissance? Give reason for your answer. The Renaissance broke the monopoly of the church over people's belief. It placed importance on everyday matters. This affected the position of church as people started questioning its ideas and analyzing every thought and belief. Now, how does the painting Ambassador by Hans Golbin symbolize changes in education during the Renaissance? Several things we can see in this image, such as music book, globe, a set of square dividers, a lute. So according to the scholars, these represent the seven liberal arts that form the basis of Renaissance education. And they also referred to this painting as symbolic representation of the changes that were brought in the field of education during the Renaissance. Got it? In what ways did the humanist thought impact life during the Renaissance? Right? One impact on education, on literature, on science. Now come to the third question. What effect did the use of regional language in literature have on the position of the church? So as you know that the Bible was also written in the regional languages, so it was available to the common people also. After that, they started questioning the church, and the position of the church became down. Now, come to the S3. Which of these is a pre Renaissance painting and which is the highly Renaissance painting? Write two features. I hope you can write the features. How do you think that the advances in science changed the art and sculpture of the Renaissance? So the painters wanted to make it more realistic. As in art or painting, they use light and shadow. it means in the paintings, in the Renaissance painting, we see dark and light parts of the painting that make it more realistic, though it is made painted on the flat surface. And what about sculpture? In sculpture also, each fold of clothings and every anatomical detail has been perfectly captured in the marble. So these were the changes done in the art and sculpture. What device has the artist used to make the high Renaissance painting given in question 1 look more realistic? So the device was light and shadow, according to me. If you have any other answer, please do inform me. Okay, I hope you have heard all the answers carefully. If you do have any doubt in any of the question, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.